Let's see if the spy works, eh? Yay, Canterbury Tales stolen, and I'm now a secret agent. Even better. Have I got some sort of... Oh, Quartermaster. If the spy is in home territory, all of my spies operate at +1 level. Now that would be good, but this is quite an offensive spy, and I want you to stay out there. Oh, I'll take the promotion just because it'll be useful later, but that's handy. We've got ourselves another great work of writing. I'll keep it in Stockholm for now, but I'll pop you over there. We just need to get a little bit more art, a bit more music. We can get another themed building really quickly. Oh, even better. Yep, Poland has just left apostles for me. Somewhere I can easily get to as well. Brilliant. Thank you so much. Let's get our relics sorted. That's what I say. Now, none of my apostles are in their home territory, and none of them have promotions. I haven't taken any policy that improves their fighting skill in any way, so these should be useless. There's nationalism. Okay. Nationalism means we can put our improvements down to get a little bit more tourism and a little bit more culture, although I do need to settle 2 more cities in order to make them perfect. Let's just take our money quickly. Let's pop you into another city just for a bit more amenity. Oh, yeah, look, the German city's flipping now. I'm going to get a city over there. So I'm picking 3 cities up just from being in a golden age this time around. Oh, it's so good. Let's try again. Steal fair Goldilocks. Yeah, only 3% chance of being captured or killed. At some point, Russia will start counter-spying. So it's not inevitable that I'm going to steal this, but I want to keep going. Oh, I love open-air museums. I really do. They're so good. I need to actually think about getting them down pretty much as soon as I can. And I need to get the settlers. So I'm actually just going to pop a settler down in this city, which has got 17 production. It's not a huge amount, but it's okay. And then this city, and then just forget about them. And hopefully the 2 settlers will appear at some point. Oh, I keep going to sell all my stuff and I can't because of the rules of the challenge game. Look at how much Diplo favor I've got. Oh, it's painful. It's been by far the most limiting aspect of this run. By far the most limiting aspect is the lack of gold. Yep, so as we'd hoped, we have ourselves a stone and we have ourselves a lance. If I pop them both into Mont Saint-Michel, we have a themed 32 tourism. Oh, it's only going to get better. Just need to renew my alliance with Norway. I do not want to take a religious alliance with them because I will have combat strength. I don't want that. I will go through research. Culture was the other option. Being honest with you, I kind of like stealing their cities. So cultural alliance, yeah, it's not doing it for me. And here is my first open-air museum. It's only going to be worth 4 culture per turn, alas. But it is also worth 4 tourism per turn. Don't worry, the settlers will appear soon enough. Maybe I'll put the settler card in, maybe I won't. Who knows? Go on, Poland. Yes! I have a great Bavarian cross now. It's another relic, beautiful. And we're going into this Congress with so much Diplo favor because I can't sell it. Nobel Prize in Physics, yes, I'd love to get that one in. I'd love it if I generated fewer grievances just in case I do anything silly that people don't like. And I want to get the theatre square rocking now. I'm actually going to throw all of my votes into this one because if I can build amphitheatres and art museums quickly, then that works well for me. We're going to force that through. Yeah, perfect. 100% grievances towards Scotland. Okay, fine. Engineer, scientist, and merchant points. I don't really have many of those, but if I can get at least part of a boost, technology boost, that'll do fine. Oh, interesting. Okay, Eleanor is now offering me these 2, religious artwork and a source of writing. I want me to give them a relic. I don't really want to give you a relic, to be honest. So I'm going to modify the trade deal a little bit. If I take the relic off, but I then say you don't need to give me all of that gold, how close are we at that point? Quite far off. Yeah, they value the relic fairly highly. I'll take the book. How about just the book? Yeah, I have to take these offers while I can. It's really expensive for me, but you know what? Let's do it. I'll take the Tale of Genji. Oh, there's another relic as well, and we're making more. Oh yeah, look at that. That is a very, very bad relic attack. Oh, it's very good for me. Excellent. Well, just keep chucking my apostles over. I've got pretty much an infinite source of relics at the moment, which is brilliant. I got enough slots for them, actually, thinking about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, actually, I might need to hold these 2 back for a second. We need some more temples. There's another relic, and I should be able to generate 1 in a second. I just double check before you kill your apostles. Make sure you got space for all of this stuff. I do. I've got 1 more space for a relic, so I shall do that. I got you. You know what, actually? I could put relics in the Apadana. Thinking about it, that wouldn't be such a bad shout. Let's do that. Let's put relics in the Apadana. There you go. I know I'm not getting a huge amount of tourism from anybody that doesn't follow my religion, which is a bit of a shame, but it means I can pick up more relics. I feel like just having relics is going to be better than not having them. Bank still good, civil prestige is still good, Gothic architecture is still good. I need more slots in my government, a better government. Just everything needs to be a little bit better. But I'm only a few tiles of getting water parks. Now that's going to be a huge improvement in my capital. It's still on -2 amenities, and I'm still lacking amenities pretty heavily right now. If I could get some more gold per turn, that would be good, and I could get more luxuries like this pearl tile. That would be really, really handy for me. And I've just realized I'm going to get a workshop in this industrial zone as well. That's good. There is Fair Goldilocks as well, and I've just realized I can be building another spy. That's also something that I should do fairly rapidly, as long as I can find another city with a bit of production. What promotions have I got now? 1, 2, 3. None of these are really very good, but I do want a master spy for the era score, and also it means that I'm more likely to keep that spy alive going forward. So again, we like that sort of stuff. All helps in the long run. We're up to 133 tourism per turn now. Not much of it is going through. That is the only problem. There are some big penalties on religious tourism. Enlightenment is an issue. Different religions is an issue. If I can resurrect my religion, spread it a bit, that would give me a lot more tourism, but we'll hang on to that idea for now. If nothing else, these themed relics are giving me tons of faith per turn, and that will give me more national parks, it'll give me more rock bands, lots of things that'll become very important later on. And I'm really, really hoping that this is going to be Kilwa in Stockholm, which will be game-changing. It is. Okay, this is in my capital. I'm going to get 3 envoys, which already is a good start. After that point, I get 15% production in my capital towards builders and wonders, more importantly, because I have 1 industrial city-state on side. I then get another 15% in all of my cities because there are 2 industrial city-states and I own both of them. So that is a 13% production bonus in my capital, which is lovely. And there is another Norwegian city. I think there's one up here. I really want to find it. What have I taken? This city had a campus. It could get a holy site though, which I'm going to do because that holy site's a nice +5, which is lovely, but that holy site will increase my food per turn. Oh, I'm doing some real good damage now. Brussels, get back in here, you. 6 turns, steal another piece of work from Russia. I'm just going to keep doing this until they kill my spy. I think that's the best thing to do. There's an archaeological museum. Do I want an archaeological museum? I mean, that would be a really good way of getting art that isn't like something that's difficult to pick up. So yeah, and I think I will. And I would like the natural history boost if I can get it. I realize I'm going to get the industrialization boost just from picking up this city as well, because it's got a workshop and my capital already has one. Oh, I love when you stumble into boosts like that. It's brilliant. Oh, Germany doesn't hate me as well. Oh, I can get open borders with them. This is the time to get open borders. Yoink. Thank you so much. Excellent. You can see that I now have open borders with every AI, which is good. I don't have trade routes with everybody yet, but I do have with 4. A lot of people are trading with me. It's England, Scotland, and Russia that I don't have trade routes with at the moment. I am building a trader somewhere. I might have stopped doing that, but I should be doing that at some point. There you go. Industrialization boosted. Mainz is in my city, and it's got not a lot of production, but it will have a lot of production soon, as well as the era score it brings. The era score is, as I say, as important as anything else. You know, I spot another 2 relics. There's one over there, which is a skull, and this one is... Oh, I thought I'd got a kill there. It's okay. Next turn it'll happen. I've still got another relic spot, I think. Oh, no, I don't. It's a good thing that didn't happen because for whatever reason the book is in the palace, but now I've got a relic spot, so that's all fine. Stockholm did finish the archaeological museum. I'm just figuring out what an archaeologist is, but I've just started St. Basil's Cathedral. That's looking nice in my capital. Next turn I unlock the water park. I might take a brief diversion into getting the water park because my city's so unhappy. Yeah, luxuries in this game, not a good thing, but with natural history, I'm really hoping we should, after this point, be able to keep our city mega happy. In which case, actually, I'm going to send my builder over to get the pearls quickly. 9 turns on this settler, 11 turns on that settler. I could really use another settler, because I mean, I would like that wine as well. It's amazing. I'm having to specifically use cities to go and get like resources. I've never had to play like this before. It's really weird. There's the cauldron. So I'm all relicked out again. Not a problem. St. Basil's Cathedral will add a lot more space for me to pop them in. Plus, every 6 turns or so, my spy appears with another load of great works, and that's always good. Oi, give Brussels back. This is a problem. This is a big problem with this map. There's no city-states, so the AI keeps stealing them all. Oh, that actually was like 5 turns worth of production. That's mad. Civil prestige is no longer as good because, yeah, it is just the one Pingala governor I've got at the moment. I'm going to just flip that to liberalism. It's starting to become more and more effective. I need all the happiness I can get. Retainers, I need to build that up as well, but I just haven't had enough production. I've got no gold as well to be buying in random units. So it's wonder building, it's stealing of things. I mean, I could get frescoes, but it's not really worth it just yet. Invention could be worth it, but I don't think it's worth it yet as well. So it's fine. Lost a bit of housing from that, unfortunately. Maybe I need democracy. Is democracy something that would be worth doing? Probably would. Naturalists, though, or national parks, that would be something that would help massively. I have a lot of spaces for national parks in my territory. Like, a lot. Look at this all. Lots of preserves as well, so yeah, we should be able to pop down quite a few of these across my empire. Cologne, 3 population has flipped. Industrialization, era score, good. It's all more era score for me. Oh yeah, industrialization. Yes. So Stockholm, build yourself a factory. Oh, it's so expensive. I do get more engineer points from factories as well as universities. I haven't really been able to use either of those. Tell you what would be useful. Be really useful would be the gold. Why can I not get gold per turn? Give me gold per turn, everyone. Come on. Oh, how much coal did I get? Oh, 3 portions of it all around a preserve. Well, that's a bit annoying. Never mind. And some under a lumber mill. I think I saw some more over here as well, so I've got coal, just none of it is in a very useful place whatsoever. Never mind. Oh, another theft. Another theft. What actually was it that I stole? I think it was another book, wasn't it? Yes. Oh, a 4 tourism book. It's a lot of fun. Let's get that into my capital. I'm getting conservation, but I'm just thinking actually I'm going to get civil engineering quickly because Pingala has Curator still available. Well, if you're going to keep letting me do it, I think I might just keep stealing your great works. Let's do it. I'm going to utilize a little bit of my faith, I think. There's an artist that I'm going to pick up naturally, but that's a great musician. I'm going to pick up a great musician. That helps a lot. I had a couple of spaces for music available to me in the bibliothèque. Let's get that done. 1 piece of music. Oh, yeah. Civil engineering. I've got skyscrapers. I could get public works in now. That would be pretty cool. I don't need it right now. We've got other things for ourselves to do. Well, that's civil engineering. Let's get conservation. Pingala, where are you, friend? I want you to curate for me. So that's double tourism for writing, for music, and for art, I believe. So yeah, up to 187 tourism now. Again, not all of that is translating to the AI, but it will be. I'm starting to pick up tourists now. That's a good thing. I just need a trade route to Russia. I did see there was one available for quite a fair bit of gold from Stockholm, so we'll do that. I don't want to be allied to Russia, but I do at least want a trade route with them. Oh, pearls. Yes, bam. Oh, that's a little bit more happiness. I'm actually going to take the time to pick up Armar as well, because Armar has marble, which is a little bit more happiness. A little bit more faith as well. I haven't really spent my faith on what buildings. I haven't really thought about doing it, but that is worth 6 faith per turn and a little bit more science now. So I will just spend a couple turns worth just to pick up a few. Okay, it doesn't make a huge difference, but it's a small difference, and a small difference is all you need every now and then. Feels like it's been a long time. Oh, Pride and Prejudice. That is just being offered to me freely. Yeah, go for it. I'll take that. That's fine. Feels like a long time, but the Settlers are now almost done. As I say, we're going to head to the fabled north. There is diamond up there. If I can get my settler all the way up there, that's pretty useful. Going to be difficult, but I think we probably can. We'll send you up there. How many turns? 3 turns, and the other one can follow. Uh-oh. J sequence. That doesn't sound good. Oh, no. Okay. I just had my spy. That was a 2% chance. I think they may have spotted that I kept stealing from that city, and they may have been counter-spying. Never mind. Dear oh dear. I can't promise I'm going to, not do it again, but what I can do is just see how painfully expensive my spy is going to be. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty bad. Oh, I didn't want to have to do this, but I'm just going to have to fork over tons of diplomatic favor. I'm just promising good behavior. But there we go. There's my spy back. I am allowing myself that because, without my spies, what am I going to do? So Kazan, that wasn't working for me, but Moscow, that could be another place to go that they're not currently counter-spying, so we'll send you over there. I consider the getting a spy back to be less of a trade and more of a, penalty. I just lost over half my diplomatic favor there, just purely because Oh, purely because my spy got captured. Yeah, definitely a penalty. Artwork, El Greco, amazing. Now, I'm so excited about this because next turn, I'm actually going to theme my bibliotech, and this is going to give me a lot of tourism. St. Basil's Cathedral is also going to give me a lot, but that in itself is going to be very exciting. I'm also still building open-air museums, taking me a little while to do it, but I'm trying to get one down in every city. Biggest problem with that is my disgraceful lack of builders, but we are getting them down. That's really, really annoying. Cardiff did disappear. Eventually, it was only a matter of time before Eleanor took it over. It got taken. That means I actually have lost 15% production in my capital and in every city in my empire. Oh, the benefit was good while it lasted, but yeah, Eleanor of Aquitaine starting to get onto a roll, and actually Armagh is not long for this world if they continue. 10 turns, I need 19 era score. Oh dear, that's not good. I haven't unlocked my unique unit yet. That's not good, and St. Basil's Cathedral is unlikely to be finished in that time. Well, we'll try. We'll try and do something themed. Bibliotech, done. 52 tourism, yes. 231. I've barely got anything going, and I've already got over 200 tourism per turn. I like it. I think my best chance of getting good era score is to get just tons of national parks. Looking at it, that's probably the best way I could do it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start marking the parks by putting a little pin at the top of where I want to put the park. It's the easiest way to code it, I think, but I mean, I've got quite a few locations in my empire. If I've got any by my capital, those are the ones I want to do with priority because I want my capital to get to force be given amenities. In fact, actually, hang on, let's look at the, oh, that's so close. You can't pass tiles beyond the third ring, which is a bit annoying. I could force it there, but it's not going to help. Never mind. I could move that mountain, though. Move the mountain, and I would have to remove the improvement there. Get a builder over, which I just don't have any builders near, which is really annoying, but that's a place I could pop one. Which I could put another national park. I'm gonna just spend some time doing this. There is a lot of space for national parks in my empire if I find them. To this day, though, it still winds me up that I can't put them on lake tiles. I mean, lakes are beautiful. The Lake District is full of lakes and it's a national park. I mean, come on. Conservation gives me 1 era score, which I like. It's not enough, but it's a good amount of era score. Quite like Armagh back, though. What's the influence count on Brussels? Oh, I mean, Brussels pretty good, but Armagh gives me luxuries. I like luxuries. Let's try and keep that on side. A thank you. But with conservation, as predicted and promised, we should now be able to pick up a few naturalists. First one for 600 faith. You can see, look, I've got 2 parks ready to go. That'll be the first one, then I'll pick a second one up. Let's get some era score. Bam! 3 era score for a national park. I'm not even the first person to do it. That's the scary thing. Russia has already put a couple down. They're definitely upping their tourism. I might be under a little bit of threat here. It's entertaining. I'm getting a lot of tourism myself. Like, I'm not worried that I'm not going to get the most, but if the AI actually has a decent crack at this, it could be quite entertaining, you know? Now, the secret good thing about a national park is that it gives 2 amenities to the city it's in, and then 1 amenity to the 4 closer cities. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. I'm going to start popping these around my nation, and hopefully cities will begin to get quite happy. Begrudgingly. My empire is doing everything it can right now to be unhappy. I reckon we can get there. Especially if we get cultural heritage. Nobody has actually got into the atomic era on civics yet, so that would be something new. Here is another national park. Each time I do this, I get 3 era score. This is why I was saying this is a really good repeatable source of era score. My faith will run out at some point, and the spaces in my empire will also run out at some point, but whilst we can do this, we will continue to do it. The next one is 900 faith. I think I might be able to put down 2 more parks before the end of the era. That'll take me to 336. Era ends in 5 turns. I mean, you know, I could still get a builder to chop down this stone. I've been saving it as a sort of reserve panic stone in my capital. It would reduce the tile by 1 production, but it would give me a big chunk, and I could rush St. Basil's through this era. I like that. That as an idea is not a bad one. What do you mean Moscow's got no great works to steal? Oh, that's because I've got too many myself. Need another amphitheatre. Oh, that's frustrating. I did not calculate that properly. Alright, well, you might as well spend the time then gaining sources. But, like, yeah, miscalculated that a little bit. I've got more theatre squares on the way. I am building them. But I just don't have enough cities. Normally, I would kind of plonk with about 20 cities for a cultural victory. Sat on 14. doesn't feel like enough. I mean, my culture per turn is pretty decent. My tourism is pretty decent. But I don't feel like I've got enough per turn at the moment. Let's just remove this tile and then double check everything's in the same city. Now it is, and Blanc. Another national park. We need 6 more era score, but more importantly, my city is actually becoming happy now. Oh yeah, there is like a city is actually happy somewhere. Malmo is happy. Aha, Stockholm is now begrudgingly happy. That actually makes me quite happy. Oh, I really want some sanctuaries, but they are so expensive. This is the one thing I have about preserves. My goodness, sanctuaries are expensive. All of the buildings and preserves are far too expensive for what they give you. It'd be really fun if they were about half the price. Then you would use them a lot more, you know? Palace, there you go. Look, there's a new relic spot open because I finished a temple, which means I can go to Ebba, cancel the mission, abort the mission, and then choose a new one, steal the great work. Come on, off you pop. Cultural heritage, 1 era score. I think the AI might have picked something in that civic up before. Just literally the turn. Yeah, look. Yeah, Russia got it like a couple turns before. That's a bit annoying. They're also going to stop my settlers from getting too far onto the continent. And the barbarian settler I saw that's running off is being annoying and running away from my knight. If I can capture that, that would be quite entertaining. But I have my emergency builder in place. I have another national park sorted. It's 3 era score. I just need 2 more. I'm going to save it till next turn, just in case I come up with anything good, but it is tempting to use it. So I picked up 21 foreign tourists now, and I'm getting about 340 tourism per turn, which means I'm getting about a tourist every 4 turns from everybody. So generally speaking, I'm picking up just over 2 tourists per turn. Russia is earning 3 per turn. So, we're not quite in the area of where we need to be, but we're getting close. We're getting close. And I think, because we're on the last turn and I can't think of anything really clever, I'm going to chop it out. St. Basil's Cathedral, that was very close, but it means my capital now has 3 spaces for relics, and it gets 100% religious tourism from the city, which is good, because it's already got the Apadana in this city, which is already theming religious tourism. So, all in all, that is a good little combination. The only thing I probably should be thinking to put into the city now is Christa Redentor. Not that I can do that, because I don't know what it is, but you know, it's a good idea otherwise. Let's have a look at the product of my work. Oh yeah, look, here we go. Let's go. For all of, every single relic that I can fit into my capital has got to go into the capital. Look at that, 72 tourism from St. Basil's Cathedral. Oh, if only I'd got Mont Saint-Michel. The map wasn't kind of in my favor there, but never mind. I have to keep this slot open for now, because if I put writing in there, then my spy is going to fail the mission automatically, but I think otherwise we're okay. That's the golden age, by the way. We need to go gold to gold to gold. It is essential we do that. If we don't, we're in a lot of trouble. World enters the modern era. The modern era is not the one I'm too excited about. It's the atomic era. Atomic era is sky and stars and all the things that give me lots and lots of bonus points. I got myself a little technology boost. That's good. I think I got rifling and nuclear fusion I picked up there. Fair enough. But it's the atomic age. That gives me a golden age if it gives me the ability. I think it's like 100% extra tourism from national parks. That's going to be very important. Until that point, though, I could get Hicksunk Draconas. That'll give these northern cities a bunch of population, which could be useful if I wanted to go and use them to make other cities and actually put other national parks around here. Oh, that's not a bad idea, because Stockholm will forever be the closest city. Oh, actually, that's not a bad idea at all. I'd be missing out on a bit of production towards wonders in my capital, and I do need wonders in my capital. That's kind of the main thing that I'm going for now. There's Bolshoi, there's Hermitage. I mean, I don't have a lot of production in Stockholm, not until I get the coal power plant out, which I'm not far off doing. Oh, this is a real tie. I think as fun as it would be to put population in these cities, I'm going to do Heartbeat of Steam again, because I can always build the population up manually. What's more important is just to get the cities down in the first place and start to get national parks down in them, but that actually could work really, really well. The World Congress is pretty useless to me this time around. World's Fair, I might have a little bit of a better shot at getting something decent. Chosen player gets diplomacy points. I kind of want to support someone who hasn't got many points, and Russia has a bunch of Diplo favors, so I'm going to vote for them. Put 2 votes into it because it really barely costs me anything. I would love it if my heavy cavalry gets a bonus, because I'm using that at the moment. My knights are running around, and then, I mean, honestly, I don't care about that one. I'll save the Diplo favor for something that matters. Religious, heavy cavalry, Peter, so I won 2 points there. 2 points is definitely better than none. And oh, that's a 17 gold route. That I'm getting all of the gold I can. I am desperate for as much gold as I can. Oh, if I just steal Vilnius, perfect. That'll give me a bunch more adjacency on my theatre squares. Look at this. This is now giving me 12 rather than 6 because I have a level 2 alliance. Well, Russia's gone to fascism. It's always the problem. When you start getting people into level 3 governments, you start losing a little bit of tourism with them, which it's not great. But we'll get over that. We'll get over that. Don't worry. One thing I think I need is more relics. I feel like I don't have anywhere near as much relics as I need. I have been losing religion in random places, but Poland is still doing me the honors of making about 500 apostles. So we'll just make a couple of these. I should save for new national parks, but yeah, more relics. Relics are good as well. We'll balance between the two needs. Hey, I stole another thing. I like stealing things. Stealing is fun. Still have no space for writing though, which means that my spy can't. Oh no, I can steal an axe. Oh, there we go. Look, we can start stealing other things now, which is even better. And yeah, this spy needs to be a lot better. That's good though. Theft is exciting. We might be able to get something. Oh, I feel that was a bit of a slapdown. I stole Vilnius, and then Russia immediately put another 9 envoys in there. Oh. Either that or promoted Armani, one of the two, but whatever it was, definitely didn't work well for me. Oh, this settler is just so annoying. It's gone to sea now. It knows everything. It knows every trick in the book to stop me from stealing it. My faith game is so important here. There's so many things pulling in different directions, but I'm just going to steal James Watt because it gives me a free factory in my capital that is actually really, really effective. Shah is the next engineer. A lot of faith needed to him. I don't know if that's actually going to be needed, but this factory means I can use my gold to get a coal power plant in Stockholm. I'm just trying to chop out at the same time a sanctuary over here because I was going to put down my unique improvement. Just trying to make sure that every city in my empire has a unique improvement. These are the open air museums. I think I'll have like 6 of them on the map. Oh no, 8. Slightly better than I thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to put one down there in a second. 8. They're all giving me 4 culture per turn and 4 tourism per turn. However, they are now going to do a lot better than that. I have a settler over there that's given me some era score for settling on snow, and this one is going to give me some era score for settling on tundra. That now means that I have a snow city, a tundra city, a plain city, and a grassland city. Which means, I'm hoping, there we go, open air theatres are now worth 8 culture per turn, as well as 8 tourism per turn. I need 1 in every city. Really good improvement. One of the best improvements in the game. Yeah, I like that. Now, the next step is that basically I'm going to be using my faith as these 2 cities grow out to get as many national parks in these 2 cities as possible. I mean, look at the appeal around here. It's not going to be a problem. There is plenty of space. Oh, there's a denouncement from Russia. It's fine. We were the cultural enemy of them basically this entire game. It's fine. It's to be understood. 493 tourism per turn. Oh, I love how just Sweden is just such a low-key tourism power. Each open-air museum I put down is just another 8 tourism per turn. You don't even need flight for it. That's the thing that I love about it. You don't even need flight. It just gives it to you. I finally tracked down that settler as well. Oh, that makes me feel much better. Much better. Let's give myself a 3 factory in Stockholm. I'm pretty sure nobody has used any power yet as well, which is relatively amusing. So when I do build a coal power plant in Stockholm, hopefully that's going to be the era score from being the first person to put the lights on. Go on, Mr. Debater. Insta-kill. Go for the insta-kill. Go on. Oh, it doesn't have the movement. Fine. They may be able to insta-kill me. I just want the relics. I want all the relics. All the relics, please. Raina, I can give myself forestry management. Actually, that's really handy. Which city are you in? Over in Malmo. Oh, perfect. Means if I do build any national parks over here, they're going to be a little bit better. Yay, a relic. A relic. Can I make another one immediately? Yay, it's a tooth. It's just various body parts being given to me. I'm pretty sure that's all that I'm getting, just body parts. Each one gives me a little bit of extra faith per turn, a little bit of extra tourism per turn. I know it's religious tourism, so it's not as useful, but it's still tourism, and that's the important thing. One thing that is becoming increasingly apparent is that this is going to be a very late game. A very late game. We're going to see probably a turn 300 victory at the very, very least. Stolen axe. Yes. Doesn't matter what artifact I steal. As long as I have 3 of them, I will become immediately themed. So that is looking lovely. Can we just steal another one? A javelin this time. Yes. Perfect. And I'm going to do the usual thing, train up my spy by getting Foment Unrest. Just a little bit better. A little bit better would be good. Oh, Lund is looking happier now. That's good. Stockholm is looking less happy. That's not as good. But I have another national park to come in a second. That's looking nice. I'm not even going to try and compete with Vilnius. I'm just going to see if I can keep Brussels. Much more important for me. Steam power means that I can put railroad down now, but I'm also just setting myself up for flight and then radio. Seaside resorts are going to be quite important. I don't have a lot of flatland on the sea, but the sea I do have on the flatland is breathtaking. So we'll put down a few of those resorts. We'll get those down nicely. I have 3 corps in my military. Yeah, I have barely any army as it is. I very much do not have corps. Production has been mysteriously low this game. Like, I don't remember a game in a very long time where I've had this little production. Been fun though. I've had to basically play in a very strange way that I don't normally do. That's been relatively entertaining. I am starting to catch up on tourists with Russia now as well. I need to send a trade route to them. I only have 3 trade routes because I have no harbours, but it'll all help. Oh look, there we go. The Sanctuary. That's really helping Stockholm now. Perfect. I can see Hermitage is being built, which is really annoying. And I think I saw Broadway somewhere in Russia as well. Yeah, there it is. Both of them fairly underway. So I'm just having a look to see what wonders Stockholm can do. I think I just got to see if I can slap down Cristo Redentor, but gonna have to replace a pretty good tile to get that down, which isn't ideal. I was always gonna have to replace these tiles at some point, wasn't I? Cristo Redentor, yeah, we'll have to replace the one with the fewest production on 55, 24 turns. Now, I can see who's building it. Nidaros, Norway is building it. This is a direct race now. I need to put back my card to rush this sort of thing. And do I have, yeah, Naval Tradition prepared just for this moment. So we'll get that in. Brussels is going to help. I've almost got the coal power plant in. That'll also massively help. And this, I'm hoping, will just spread the immunities around my nation a little bit more just to get rid of the penalty. Oh, not quite, not quite. But there's also wine for me to pick up in this new city, as well as having opportunities to get diamonds in that city as well. So I reckon we can power Stockholm to victory. I could also chop down those 2 woods to rush it through. The reason why Cristo Redentor is so important is because I get 100% tourism from seaside resorts, which is a big thing for later. But I also get relics and holy cities tourism is not diminished by civilizations who have enlightenment. That's everyone. Minus 50% of my relic tourism is being lost, which is really, really annoying. So we need to get that wonder and we need to get it going. Population 20, look at that. Delicious. It's beautiful. Actually, I'm just going to settle on top of the wine. I can't even afford the builder. That's the tragic thing here. We can put more national parks down in this area though. If I can just buy a couple of tiles, then that'll automatically go to Stockholm as well. Sorry, script chap. Gotta get rid of you. Put skyscrapers back in. Visselbanken is improving my capital. I could get autocratic legacy, but I need to keep my spy promotions in because again, they're stealing all kinds of things and it's very, very useful. Oh, Scotland just gave me a little bit of gold for an alliance though. And with that gold, I can get a coal power plant going. That's suddenly now 17 turns compared to 19. We might be able to rush this through. It's going to be tricky. We might be able to just push it through. That is a game-changing wonder for me though. Oh, I think my trader to Norway just finished, which is really annoying because I've lost all diplomatic visibility over them. Yeah, there we go. It was to Oslo. Put you back in immediately. I need to count what they're doing because if I lose Cristo Redentor, that's not good. Here is some wine. Yes. Come on, give it to my capital. Yes, my capital's got wine. It's happy. 14 turns. That's a lot better. Okay, from now on, all of my gold can go on focusing into new cities that are going to give me extra immunities. Now, I think if I put them in this city, closest 4 cities are 1, 2, 3, 4. So Stockholm is actually going to get all of the benefits from these. I can't settle any more cities, but that should remain true, I think. Which is relatively entertaining. I like that a lot. Yeah, 19 turns, 13 turns, Stockholm just about hanging in there. This is good. This is suddenly a lot better than it has been before. As much as it pains me, we've got to go through ideology now. Ideology will stop me from being able to use the limes card. I'm using that to get myself ancient walls in places. Ancient walls, of course, give me a tiny bit of tourism from conservation, as well as medieval walls and Renaissance walls and all that sort of stuff. It would be a bit annoying to lose that, but what are you going to do? Reina now has tax collector. Now that in itself gives me just a little bit more gold. This is how tragic my gold per turn has been this game. There we go. It's about 25% extra. I could put her in a bigger city, but I don't want to switch right now, although I could pop her in Gothenburg. Oh yeah, no, I'm going to have to do it, aren't I? Let's lose a couple of turns of gold, like so. Yeah, perfect. And then, Victor, you go into another big city, one like that. That'll do. Is that the one I want? Yeah, that'll do. Perfect. So it's a couple of turns of housing and amenities, but even without it, you should be fine. Yep, Hermitage is finished. You know what? If I can steal some of these cities, if I can keep my population growing, if I can run some projects, if I can use rock bands, Thor Mountain Rest, failed, great work heist. Succeeded. Okay, so I stole a book. I stole a book. I wanted to steal an artifact. You know what, actually, this is a fair point. As long as I've got space for great works of writing, that's what I'm going to steal from the city. So that could be a bit of a problem. Never mind. Oh, you know what, sod it. Let's just go for it. Let's just go for the double. The health and safety of my spies is of no concern to me. It's all good. By good, I mean everyone will die. This is where all of my gold is now going. Up into my northern cities, national park, immediately plonked down. As you can see, this is giving me 18 tourism per turn, but just the beginning. Just the beginning. Oh, Stockholm is now neutral in happiness, and it has 0 luxuries. Anything I throw into it now cannot be removed. I love it when you get to that point. That's always so much fun. So the fun thing about flight is it gives me extra tourism for improvements that give culture. Now, I'm pretty sure, I'm absolutely 100% sure you do not get tourism from the culture from preserves. It's not an improvement, it's just a passive tile improvement. But I'm just curious as to whether or not it's going to double my tourism from my open air museums. I'm pretty sure it won't. Like, I'm 99% sure it won't. But it's always one of those fun things where, like, if I'm wrong, then, you know, I get 3 tourism, and that's a good way to be wrong. So we'll do that. Oh, look, Scotland. Scotland's about to go and settle on this little piece. That'll give me a 3 city again. Thank you for doing that, Scotland. I love leaving like random little bits around. People just can't help themselves. They'll settle near you and suddenly, yay, you got loads of free stuff. Give myself military research and you know what? 6 gold per turn. Hey, don't turn it down. Do not turn it down. You can't. Rain is actually going to give me 28 gold per turn in a second. Oh, that'll be big news. Now, I'm going to hook myself into a government very briefly to unlock the tier 3 building. I'm immediately afterwards going to then change back to theocracy. I don't want to go into anarchy, which is where you go into the same government twice in a game, and you have 3 turns where pretty much your empire makes 0 yields. I could not survive that. I would go bankrupt. So I'm going to go to theocracy. 15% discount on faith purchases. It's kind of worth it, so that's not bad. But I need the tier 3 building because my capital needs the building that gives it 4 3 slots. I believe I can put anything I want in there, including relics. I might be wrong on the relic front, but it is worth a try. I'm also going to let Shah go through. I was thinking about picking up Shah because it's a free wonder, but I'm so used to it being a free wonder because I've got money. I have no money. No money at all. So I'm actually going to wait for Shah to go through, and when he has, hopefully, Tesla and Goddard will go, and I can look to get like John Roebling or Jane Drew and improve my capital even further. So what government do I want to unlock? All of the cards that you unlock with them are all totally pointless, so don't think it really matters. I'll unlock democracy just because, you know, for a couple of turns whilst I'm in it, Stockholm will get a little bit more food and production. It's not super important though, to be fair. Oh, absolute masterstroke from Scotland, and also the most boring thing ever. They've just plonked down Statue of Liberty. That is going to stop Sterling from flipping. They lost Edinburgh already. They don't like that. They may still lose their city on Northern Ireland, but the rot of Eleanor of Aquitaine has been contained for now. How boring. You don't like to see that, really, do you? Oh, that's a +3 era score harbour, followed by a lighthouse. Oh, that'll give me another trade route. Amazing. Trade routes are really important because I need to send one to Russia to get more tourism with them. Like, I've got 454 with them per turn, but it could be higher. I've actually surpassed the Netherlands in terms of tourists now. Quite easy to do, but I mean, they've got one city. It's not me being slighty to them. Look, they literally are down to Amsterdam. That's it. They did have Rotterdam for a while and the city over in Denmark, but no, Germany were a lot of fun. Stole that all from them. Oh, it's always my best bit of the turn, my favourite bit of the turn. A new national park and more era score. This is pretty much the only way I'm getting era score right now, and it's not enough. I do not have enough. Oh, a zoo. A zoo. Oh, okay, right, hang on. That was a zoo on this tower, so that's actually hit my capital. Oh, yes. Between that and the new national park, I'm kind of hoping we can start getting very close now to forcing Stockholm to be happy. It doesn't want to be happy. It's doing everything it can to avoid being happy, but we will make it happy. There we go. Masnavi. Oh, what was that? It's a book. It's very, very... Oh, it's a high-value book, though. Oh, yeah, these are all brilliant. Yeah, Stockholm is doing massively well on very high-value books now. In fact, actually, we'll just move them there because that's even better. Oh, even better. Look at that. Extra tourism. Always take the tourism when you can. Always look to optimize. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my spy got killed. That's the bad spy. Don't worry. My good spy stole properly. Can now steal a javelin. All is well. Look, I can't promise that. Stop it. Don't make me, promise things I don't want to. I want to steal your things. It's what makes me happy. It's what gets me going in the day. Okay, there is democracy. We'll stick in it for a little bit, but it's not good for me. Trust me. You just have to trust me. It's really, really not good for me. New Deal will give me a little bit of happiness for now. Heritage tourism gives me a tiny bit more tourism, but it's really not worth the card. I'd rather get scripture and civil prestige. Let's just have a few turns where we absolutely turbocharge my capital. There's nothing it can do other than be ecstatic. Look at that. There we go. We're going to rush Christo Redentor through. We're going to get professional sports, and then I'm going to flip out of this government. But let's, in the meantime, pick up the National History Museum. It'll have been worth it. Oh, 113 gold per turn. Hey, actually, that pretty much is worth it. That's really good, especially when I'm still building national parks. Finally got this one down to my south. I think I've kind of squidged everyone into my mainland continent that I can. I wasn't very optimized with my placement, but I knew I'd have random cities, and so it's proven. Like, I've got so many spaces over here that I can use. In fact, actually, I'm going to just pick up one there and just buy these tiles next turn. But that'll help because, again, that's near my capital. I have still got so much space to my north, it's mad. And more open-air museums every turn. Look at the tiles here. Isn't that random? Why did I get given that tile? So when the cities flipped, for whatever reason, it was like, you get this one, but none of these. There'd have been a processing reason for it, but what that reason was, I could not tell you. All right, come on, apostles, just turbocharge to death. I want you dead. I want the relics. So do you see what I mean about governments? Oh, that's a problem there. But look, I'm getting minus 40% with so many people now. So many people. Minus 20% with everyone. It's massively suppressed how much tourism per turn I'm getting. That's why I tend to stick in tier 2 governments. James Joyce, my own writing. Actually, that's handy. I can use James Joyce just to stop me from having space in any city for great works of writing. It's my weakest link. I can use relics instead. We're about to get ski resorts soon as well, actually. That's really handy. Ski resorts and seaside resorts. If it's got resort in the name, I want it. And every national park I can pick up is a bonus 3 era score. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Dayboy91, Sean Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalek, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trailmix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Bear Ray, El Truand, Creston, RB Hedge, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Clint Hennes, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear. Thank you all for your support. See you next time. Goodbye.